where every trailer says, in a world where games are reviewed by people, in a world called Earth, one man made a statement.
Sorax, what have you got coming up?
My next, for those not familiar, I do sort of funny video game reviews, comedy video game reviews. So my next one, I don't want to reveal the game title, but it'll be on the Master System, I think. I've not done a Master System game yet. I've done a Mega Drive, PS1, PS2, so the next one I think will be on the Master System,
Well, it f***ing wasn't, mate, was it? That was over a whole year ago. He lied to everyone. But now, he's finally finished. He likes to keep the game a secret even though nobody cares. That game is My Hero.
Hello Sorax Spacers. Yes, I'm back. It's been too long since I've punished myself playing a game, and too long since I've punished you in watching me do it. But I think it's time for the obligatory boring facts summarising the game commonly verbatim from Wikipedia.
It's the obligatory boring facts summarising the game commonly verbatim from Wikipedia.
My Hero was originally a 1985 arcade game, but the following year it got a port over to the Sega Master System, thus being an early game for the console, which is somewhat self-evident. Which when you undiplomatify... Don't check the dictionary, it lies. Translates to, I'd rather play pin the towel into my own eye socket than this carbuncle on the backside of gaming. Named Seishun Scandal in Japan, it was ported from arcade to a game card and only later to cartridge, which explains the graphical limitations. For example, in the arcade version, our hero's eye moves closer to his ear when he walks. I see our hero is yet to defeat his greatest foe, paranoia. See that there name Coreland? Other than what a dim, over-enthusiastic landowner might shout, Core Land was named as such in 1982, previously working as a subcontractor for Sega under the name Hoei Sangyo. Then Bandai partially owned them. Then in 2006, Bandai Namco bought them out. Well, that's that boring crap out the way. Now for the unfunny crap. You're on a good channel, folks.
That was the obligatory boring facts summarising the game commonly verbatim from Wikipedia.
Was this game My Hero or Ow My Head Hurts? Was it My Hero or My Word What an Awful Load of Old Tat? Let's stick the cart in and find out. The opening music is like a cheerful invitation into your worst nightmare. Like if they stuck some music on as we were being chucked in a cell. Let me explain the plot in approximately 5 seconds.
Oh, I don't need words. That's the entire story.
For those that are craving those delicious words, let's consult the manual. Rescue Remy, who was kidnapped by Mohicans, hooligans. Steve, a kung fu master, fully utilises his martial arts skill against Mohican. You could not have come up with a lazier story. Who was paid to come up with this? Steve, master of kung fu? Steve? Sorry, but they shout it in the manual. Hey, that's what it says in the manual.
Does it say it in the manual? Does it? I have no idea. I don't have the book. Please tell me.
Hey, that's what it says in the manual. One good thing is how fast you get into the action. Nowadays, games have tutorials, intros, cutscenes. In My Hero, a bloke comes up to you, smacks you in the gob, and off you go. Deal with this shit. Well, I've been Sorax. Don't watch this space anymore. I'm done. Have you ever seen someone so horrified, Sorax Spacers? This man has seen something terrible and permanently traumatising. Probably Sorax Space. Okay, so I can punch. He punched so hard he punched away gravity. Chuck Norris can't do that, but Steve can. Who needs plane tickets when you can get smacked by Steve sending you across the globe? So I can punch and jump. Oh. Guess I'm just going to jump kick everywhere then. Wow, it actually seems to be working. In fact, you can't jump without kicking. This resulted in Steve's games of hopscotch in the school playground, letting all of the children go on a special trip to see space for real. The kids never returned, and some say they even suffocated and died. But it beats the History Museum and singing the wheels on the bus go round and round for the 1000th time that day. Looks like there's been a mass jailbreak at the local clone prison. What is with the way these burglars with broken backs are zooming around all over the place with minimal leg movement? Looks like a scene from Hunchbacks on Ice.
Hunchbacks on Ice. The only show where watching is more painful than actually having a hunchback.
For a kung fu master, Steve couldn't punch his way out of a bag made entirely of oxygen. And what's that he's wearing? A blue suit? Looking a bit formal there, Steve. Didn't you get the memo about Classic Burglar Day? So inappropriate. Who wears a shirt and tie outside of their own employment? Ignorant idiots who don't deserve any subscribers, that's who! I guess it could be a Japanese school uniform, but if it is a kid in a school uniform, that brings some contradictions. Is a kid really going to be a Kung Fu Master? Steve's title of Kung Fu Master spirals into further doubt when you realise he walks with a limp. He literally can't walk. He hops everywhere. He'd better hop to it.
Sorax Space. High quality... Oh, he's not finished.
He should have checked his balance before buying that suit. They should have called this game Hop Hero, or My Hoppo.
Okay, I think he's done. Sorax Space. High quality entertainment for all the family. And this joke got old long ago.
He's got no hop of saving Remy.
Like, seriously, why are you watching? I'm sure Cinemaska have a new video out. Evaluate your life choices, people. Hashtags of the Sorax.
I'm beginning to think that A4 sheet of paper awarding a Masters in Kung Fu to someone called Steve with no surname made from Windows 95 clip art hanging on your wall isn't genuine, Steve! Yeah, maybe just hop to a police station, mate. Just like in real life, kicking glass bottles sends them flying through the air completely undamaged, across an infinite horizontal plane in a move that I call the Isaac Newton grave spinner. Objects kicked with Steve's Master of Kung Fu kick, even ones kicked all the way back in 1986, are still travelling in a horizontal line today. So watch out, I guess. See? What more proof do you need? What do you mean you need to see it unedited? The one-up man in the corner of the screen looks absolutely nothing like our hero. Why is it that when you gain a life, you get a picture of Ron fucking Weasley? Sorry, I'll calm down now. And just what is the purpose of this brick pile up in the middle of the city? It's not exactly the finest work of architecture, is it? Who commissioned this? We built this city. We built this city and had bricks left. Built this city. We built this city and had bricks left. Say you won't hate me, don't recognize my face. So many brown bricks, feels like I'm playing Minecraft.
Sorax Space, the proud home of memes that died years ago. Pray for Harambe.
Hang on a second. His balls are hanging out. His balls are hanging out. His balls are hanging out. I pray to God my neighbours can't hear this. Bit short for time, were you? So you thought while we were throwing knives at school kids, you'd hear your nutsack at the same time? I've just realised after writing the majority of this script that what appear to be enemy gonads is actually the bricks through what is the most oddly shaped gap between a pair of legs I've ever seen. But come on though, look at the shape of those legs! It still looks like his balls are hanging out. Steve's face looks like a paint palette. And apparently there's no such thing as law-abiding citizens. Why is literally everyone in the city after me? Oh come on, where did that bomb come from? So bombs can just materialise from bushes, can they? There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I hit both of them! Come on! What was I supposed to do there? Ah, you motherfuck! Now I know what recurring failure feels like. Hang on. I'm already very familiar with what that feels like. Get used to all these lovely little sounds, Sorax spacers. Either you grow to love them, or you have a mental breakdown. The hills are alive with the sound of trauma, the death music, the game over music, the menu music, and the main level music on loop, which will stay in your head forever and make your ears want to shrivel up and die. And don't get me started on the incessant jump noises. Sounds like Mr. Blobby having a fit. Time freezes when you die, no matter what. Bottles remain still in the air, as do the burglars who've been handed a life sentence of our make. And Steve is just lying there, in a state of shock for all eternity, as time has deceased. A bit like that show Bernard's Watch, except Bernard is dead. Rumour has it wrong that Bernard's Watch was originally called Steve's Watch, until they realised it sounded like a programme centred around an old age pensioner bringing his watch to the menders to get the battery replaced. A plot still more exciting than My Hero. I was killed by getting in the middle of a bro fist. That's how strong their bromance is. Oh, come on, that's so unlucky. Over the head. Wait for it to go over my head. And come on, what's that? It went over my head. This game's ridiculous. Okay, over my head. Okay, so you can't go faster. Okay. Let's take it nice and slow this time. Over the head. Jump up. Duck, duck. Ooh, yep, over. And we're up. There's fire. Just fire. No need for a cause. And Sorax spacers, bit of advice, when you fall in fire, you don't just lay there like a pillock.
Oh dear. I've fallen in fire. The fire appears to be burning my skin off. I'll just lay here as my completely motionless body disintegrates, and my face withers away to reveal my jaw-dropped skull.
Apparently, Steve's current location is called the Park of Flames. Tourism's tough for the Park of Flames. They did originally name it the Park of Warm Happy Feelings, but had to change it after combusting visitors politely walked to the information desk and handed in complaints of being somewhat misled. You should have had a nice romantic evening watching Hunchbacks on Ice, Steve. Is that supposed to be a pizza shop? Or has Bomberman nicked the clothes off Kenny from South Park and had his head squished? So it lands there. It lands there. It lands there. Good. We got past it. Steve died by touching the end of a bottle. Steve, the Kung Fu Master, died from touching the end of a bottle. Doing well, Steve, doing well. Oh, the handle of the knife killed me. The most dangerous part of the knife. Hold your knife the other way round for a life hack. Sometimes even a hand hack. All you do in this game is jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Ha! It's like they wrote the lyrics based on this game. How else did that song go again? Yo, I bust him in the eye, and then I'll take the punk's hoe. Word to your mums, I came to drop bombs. Anyone step into me, you'll get burned. Try to play me out as if my name was Sega. This is a major discovery, Sorax Spacers. Jump Around was written about my hero. My Hero is also a song by the Foo Fighters, but it's too alarming now to talk about. And that will be the last reference to that song in this video. The bomb didn't even blow up, just the sheer impact has killed him.
Oh dear, I've been tapped on the head by an explosive that's knocked me down and remains sitting next to me yet to explode. I'm sure that will be the full extent of my problems.
Reading about the boss fight, supposedly the point of interest, it's contestable whether there's any point of interest, is whether or not Steve's power of love wins over Mohican's evil power. I think cringe power wins this round. And the sun is melting into the sea. Looks like sewage. But even sewage is more pleasing to the eye than this box art. Just a fist going into some punk's head. I reckon it was a smack from his mum after he came home with that haircut and ridiculous outfit. Oi, Ronald McDonald called. He wants his tank top back. A bunch of seedy punks try to steal your girl. Battle knife throwers, ferocious bulldogs, flying bottles, even the gang leader, Mohican. So he's actually called Mohican, is he? Did his mum name him that after he had that brush on his head the moment he popped out the womb? Hopelessly overwhelming. Take heart. You have incredible kung fu skills. But the punks have your girl. Such an odd way to end. You have incredible kung fu skills. But the punks have your girl. End. That would be like...
Congratulations, you have graduated from university. But you've got AIDS.
And apparently that's not a broke-back burglar. That's called a hoodlum. Was this written by a 90-year-old man after he had to throw a football back over his fence? These hoodlums look like they've shit their leggings. Tell you what, that My Hero-inspired Hamburglar ruined that kid's birthday party. They also have an uncanny resemblance to Suggs from the ska band Madness. The pigs charge at you at a speed only possible by stuffing them with nitro. The pigs also kill you and eat your bum for dinner. But overall, Steve lives in a happy world. Then the convicts ride the pigs by standing upright on them. Do the RSPCA know about this? Oh right, I'm guessing they're all for it because they're out to kill me as well. If everyone and everything in the city was out to murder you, do you think Steve might say,
Remy, I know this sounds like a crazy idea, but do you think we should move?
The frogs all hate Steve too. Those familiar with the Master System game library may have recognised it's the exact same frog as the one in Alex Kidd in Miracle World. That's right, not only do these frogs passionately hate Steve, they hate Steve so much that they're willing to travel to another universe just to stop him from having intercourse.
Don't even think about reproduction.
Why do I say that? Because ironically, they shoot blue balls at you. With his girlfriend kidnapped, I think our hero has enough blue balls as it is. Yes, frog spit kills you. Bit of frog spit, dead. Master of Kung Fu, dead. But are you ready for the craziest, stupidest death in all of video game history? Prepare yourselves for this one, Sorax Spacers. A frog is spitting at you. You crouch like a ventriloquist ninja with an eye infection to avoid the frog spit. The frog spit travels over your head. Dead. The round 2 boss fight is exactly the same as round 1, and it's really difficult. Literally Dark Souls. Little bit closer, that's a good Mohican. Little bit closer. This is a great game, Sorax Spacers. I'm having the time of my life with this. Takes the piss. Now, I don't have access to the exact palette of colours the developers had for My Hero, but I get the strange feeling that green was approximately 10 billion% of it. The floor is green, okay, could be grass, fair enough. But the buildings are green, and the whole sky is green! With the enemies appearing to be on ice, you begin to think that Steve lives in Greenland.
Okay kids, here is Greenland, where Steve lives. We all know Steve, don't we?
Miss, is everything green in Greenland?
Yes. It's also home of the world's only clone prison and where everyone hates you.
Is there anything out there that isn't trying to kill me at this point? It's like all of the world's organisms and natural disasters have pooled all their resources just to dig Steve's grave. I mean, the hunchback burglars hate you, the dogs hate you, the pigs hate you, the frogs hate you, the bushes hate you. Now it's raining boulders. Even God hates you. Here we go. Yes, come on, you got this, Steve. No, bullshit boulder. I was on the ledge. And if the game wasn't hard enough already, we're just gonna kill you off for no reason. Sure, you turn round to kick me, but I'm Suggs from Madness, so I win.
Now I'm hovering over your body, torturing you with the constant threat of a teabagging. These aren't my baggy trousers. These are my bagging trousers.
Look at his face. Look at that face after Mohican runs away yet again. You'd think by round 3 he knows exactly what's going to happen by now, but no. There are very few situations where anyone would ever pull a face even remotely like that.
Steve has just been caught taking a shit in public. Steve has just found out what his willy does. Steve has just gratefully received a swift kick in the bollocks.
Okay, jump over the fire, good. Crouch, oh, just got under it that time. Knock him out. And a guy spawns out of nowhere to land on my head, killing me. That seems fair. Kill, watch out for him, and... he threw it through the brick! He threw it through the brick! I am done! Nope! I know when I've been beaten. And besides, I'm getting really tired now. Oh, that was good acting. I want to go to sleep in my chair now because it's easier to film myself sleeping that way. And filming yourself sleeping is normal now. Oh, what a disappointingly peaceful and uneventful sleep. Let's try that again. Why? Why is everybody shit themselves? Why is all the world against me? And in the game. Why are there space burglars everywhere? Suggs, where you going? Come back. Why are there no chiropractors in Greenland? I've got to end this nightmare, once and for all. Hang on. I've seen those bombs before. And those flames. This is looking familiar. Very familiar. It's not one of those games, is it?
It's the obligatory boring...
Fuck the jingle! Due to space limitations on the Sega card, the Sega Master System port only features the Street Gang in 3 stages that go in a continuous loop until the player loses all lives and gets a game over. Replay value without the value. This is where the arcade version takes a huge dingle hopper over the console version. The arcade sees a martial artist carry Remy for a frickin' time portal back to ancient Japan, then an evolved ape from the future takes Remy into space, then finally Mohican comes back to carry Remy back into the city. The arcade version giving you different levels, different bosses and time travel. The Master System version gives you 1 stage, 1 leg and bogeys for graphics. Overall, my hero, my arse! What kind of hero fails for eternity? I give this game a SOAR rating of 1 out of infinity. I've been Sorax. Don't watch that, watch this! Space. And now to fully utilise my kung fu skill for the good of gamers everywhere. There goes my hero.
Now what's really cool about this is when you open it up you get access to the... Whoa! Is that a Master System cartridge? Mean Machine?
Why on earth would a Master System cartridge come flying? Whoa! Come flying past my head.
G'day invaders and welcome to Synth Spaces, and today we're going to be looking at... Oh jeez! What the... Was that a Master System card? What the heck? Where'd that come from?
And this modern retro game was done in that really nice NES 8-bit art style. The hell was that?
Dude, settle down. It's probably just a fly or something.
Wow, I don't know about that. But anyways, a lot of these new modern games have that retro aspect. A fly, huh?
I think that was a goddamn Master System game.
They put the price up a third time.
That's the one that you were emailing. It's like a thread of like 5 emails, and after all that whinging, they put it up again.
Put it up to 2,600, didn't it? What's that?
Can't be.
It's a Master System game.
Look like it, yeah. It's not one I've got. Anyway.
Don't worry about it. So these fuckers...
Bloody pancakes, Barbara! You're supposed to be making... Don't look away from me when I'm talking to you. Oh, I know, it's because you're guilty, that's why. You're supposed to be making... What the bloody hell was that? Oh, a nice distraction tactic, Barbara. It's not going to work.
So one of the first games I had for the Game Boy was actually Kung Fu Master, which is it was a bit random. It looks it's Bruce Lee on the front there. What the hell? What was it?
That was one of my favourite games when I was a kid. What? Hang on, is that a Master System cartridge?
So for that reason, there's actually only one controller port on the 3DO itself, which is a bit of a... What? Is that a... What?
This is nice.
Yeah. Was that a Master System game? So, throwing stuff, are we?
What?
Take this!
Oh! G'day, Brian here from Synth Spaces, and today's video we're going to be looking at Japanese travel... Whoa! What was that? Was that the Sega Master System? Can't follow me. Okay. Why is it following me all the way in Japan for? That's mental.